y'all? It is Paula with Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We are going to go over this shelf here, which is not a lot. I mean, it is kind of, but there's bigger plants on the shelf, as you can see. A few of them, but these are the last of the large cattleya collection. But like I said, as you can see, they are the large cattleya. So this one here, this one is the Mammy Akasuta Volcano Queen. I took a division off of her, and you can see she is making a comeback with roots and everything, so she's definitely doing quite well. Got a new growth over here, so I don't know if she's going to do anything with that sheath or not, but we shall see. But she usually doesn't skip a beat. That was a gift for me from Brenda at Orchid Delirium, and that's been a great plant. Never skipped a beat, always blooms for me. It's beautiful, fluffy pink, like a light purplish, really. It's really like a lavender kind of cattleya, but just phenomenal, just gorgeous. Then right here beside of her, this is RLC Yuko Ito Volcano Queen, kind of this one's sister. This was a bloom size division that I got from Nicole Deanna. Done exceptional, absolutely exceptional. She did bloom for me. That's her recent spike there that with the sheath that dried out. But yeah, this plant's done pretty phenomenal. I've had to up pot it a couple times because you can see as right there is a brand new growth on her. She grows really well. She's very vigorous. That plant has done phenomenal for me since she's been here. Somebody driving down the road with the horn blaring, just holding the horn down, like really, seriously. Anyways, this one's not a cattleya. This is my my variegated leaf Zygopetalum Dove of Peace. She's right here. Actually, not doing too bad. She just recently bloomed for me. She's not one of the big cattleyas, but she's a nice zygo that I have. This one here, this is Cattleya Dupriana Pink. This one, not too, I haven't had it very long, but you can see she's putting up a new growth and everything. So, yeah, that one's a recent acquisition from Tony. So, I think it was from Tony. Or was that from, no, that was from Orchids by the Lake. Couldn't think, yeah. That one I think came from Orchids by the Lake. So, yeah. But she's a decent sized cattleya, but she's a recent, like I said, C6 28 of 23. So, I haven't had her too awful long. Alrighty. Some of these are zygo seedlings. I'm not going to go over them either. This one's a recent acquisition. It's a cattleya. Snow Fantasy crossed with Wendlandia. That's a beautiful one that I recently got from Tony. But like I said, there is a few zygos in here. We're not going to cover those. So let me see what else was there. There's this one. This is not a very big one. It's a newer acquisition. Oh, I didn't even realize it's getting ready to bloom. That's good. Good news. I didn't realize that they was up into the light. So there you go. 3 buds on, this is Golden Glory Apollo. Yep. I bought 2 of those. Remember from where was it I got those from? Marble Branch Farms. Yep, that's it. But yes, I didn't even realize it. So that's cool. You can see they were really up in there close to the light, which I did have it boosted up because I was hoping that it would bloom, and it did. So that's really great news there. Alrighty, got those moved out of the way. And of course, I did notice that my spike here on my Laelia aurea is really close to the light again. And she's sitting on the bottom all the further that she can go. So, yeah, and here's the second spike on Laelia aurea. She's done quite well for me. She's a pretty good sized little plant, as you see. She's a big size, you know, I wouldn't say specimen size, but I've had her for a little while, and she's grown really good for me. So, I don't really have any complaints with her. So, let's see, I should have got this zygo out of the way so that we could see. Like I said, the zygos ain't no real big thing. This one's a new acquisition, so she's not any real big deal. So, scoot Laelia aurea down a little bit. But this girl here in the big pot on the end, she was starting to look a little dehydrated, and whatnot. So I did recently, I cut a couple divisions off of her, and I added some moss and whatnot to try to pull this plant back around. This is, I know it as well as I'm sitting here looking at it. That is Chantilly Lace Twinkle. Yes. She's got 2 nice new growths there since I did that. And she's got 3 over here. It looks like maybe a 4th coming out there. But she's done rather well. She really, really has really kept up with everything. Like I said, she just got a little bit big, and her roots started kind of, when they stack, her roots kind of come up out of the media. So it was time to get her back solidly into medium and whatnot, and they were really starting to, like I said, you could see she was starting to dehydrate and not do so well. So, but that was recently, got her put back in there together real good. This one is, this is Oncidium, so she isn't really in our talk, basically. This one here, it's not really a specimen, not very big, size cattleya, but this is, Cattleya Spring Fragrance, Paradise. Yeah. She's not done too bad for me, but you see how she wants to always grow her roots out of the pot. So it's a fussy type thing to have to deal with to try to keep her in a pot. So of course, when I repot her again, you know, I'm going to try to get these guys back in medium. So, but again, like I said, she's not really a large size plant that we're here to talk about. Now this one basically this is a really big cattleya. This is Cattleya Orange Bowl. It's a very beautiful plant. She has bloomed for me. She does not bloom regularly. I don't know why. I don't know if that is because of, you know, the lighting or what have you. Because like I said, you're getting ready to see, she's a rather big plant. Trying to scoot everybody away from her here. Yeah, she is rather a rather big plant, as you can see. Nope, don't you fall. She's kind of growing out that direction, more or less. Yeah, she's pretty big. She puts up sheaths and whatnot, but like I said, I think she's only bloomed once for me. I don't know if it's the lighting, but you see how, now this is going to be an issue. See how far up the rhizome this lead has went? So every time I repot her, I keep having to do the same thing with this plant. I keep having to poke roots back into the medium. So she's kind of a rambly cattleya, but it's a very beautiful bloom. Wait till you see her. Like I said, I do have bloom pictures. It's very beautiful. I wish she would bloom more regularly for me, so we could see her more often, because it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, this big girl here, she's not specimen size or anything, but she's a big, tall, She's a tall, kind of spindly cattleya, but this is BLC Mari's Glory Avery. This plant has never bloomed for me. I think this one came from Daryl. It's done okay for me, and it's got, you know, new growths and everything, but it has never bloomed for me. So I don't know if it's just now currently at bloom size, but yeah, she's one that has not bloomed. I don't know if it's that or if it's because of the lighting. Hey y'all, my channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. It is literally your one-stop shop for anything and everything you could possibly need orchid related. They have pots, they have media, they even sell orchids. Use my name, code Hillbilly, in the code section for a 12% viewers discount. They also do free shipping in the US. So go check them out, y'all. Actually, I'm trying to be careful because Layla Aria, I'm scared I'm going to break her spikes. This girl here, this is not a very big, I mean, it's a pretty good sized cattleya. It's kind of spirally. This is Brassavola nodosa Lucky crossed with Brassavola cucullata. This one has bloomed for me one time. It hasn't bloomed for me since. Sometimes I consider getting rid of her because it's only bloomed for me once. It is a pretty bloom, but having two spindly plants like this here is really hard to deal with. Those big long spindles are real fussy. It's a pain. It really is. Let me see if I can move her over there some. These are seedlings. They, I mean, they're not so much seedlings anymore. They're actually growing up pretty big now. This one is, Cattleya intermedia. It's a nice seedling that I've grown from tiny, as you can see. Definitely grown up from its being tiny. So, but they're not really, specimen site types. They're not really the big, huge ones. This girl here is beautiful, beautiful. This is a nice new, it is a new acquisition, came from Tony. This is Memoria Jim Nickow James crossed with Heather's Gold Main Strike. This is beautiful. He just got some that bloomed and sent me pictures. He wasn't sure what they looked like when they bloomed till it opened, till his opened, and phenomenal. It's absolutely, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. But it's a nice start to a good plant. Has not bloomed for me as of yet. So, alrighty, this plant here, this is one. This was a division that was sent to me from Yoshi. This is Gilahare Halea. This one is similar looking to I had it right on my tongue. I did. Similar looking to BC Maikai's Louise. Yeah, so it's similar to that. But this was a division that he gave me. He gave me one piece and it died. It didn't take hold, but this one took hold and has been growing pretty good ever since. Not a specimen by any means, but this one here, this one is a specimen by all means. This plant is huge. Unfortunately, did get hit by spider mites for me, of course. But nonetheless, this is a huge, huge plant. And she grows basically this direction. But this is Immaculate Heart Hilo Red. I've had this one forever. This one has bloomed, never bloomed for me. It's absolutely a pain in the bottom because it's a big plant. It's sort of like a medium small plant, but it has never bloomed for me. Alrighty, here is this beastly. This is the gorgeous, gorgeous nodosa type what is this? This one is, it's back there. This one came from Ken. He gifted this to me. This is Little Stars. Yep. Brassivola Little Stars. Such a cutie. Her tags rolled up because I put her in a lot more moss because she was not really doing so good in bark. I mean, she was getting a little wilty looking, so I went ahead and put her in a little bit of moss, and she's done better. And but she is a big rambly thing, like I said, like the like the cucullata. So definitely a rambly plant. Then this little girl sitting here up against the sink. This came as a division. I bought a plant, and I can't remember what it was, but somebody had sent this to me. This is Valley Lime Stars. She's not a very big plant, like she's not a huge specimen type or anything, but it has never bloomed for me, and I do not know why, but it has grown for me. Yep, I don't have any issues with her putting out new growths and growing, but has yet to bloom for me. And then, of course, last but not least is the big girl in the corner there. I did divide her. I took some divisions off of her, so she is a little bit smaller right now than she was. But she's a pretty good sized plant. But that is my Cattleya Fairyland. I have no issues with her blooming. She blooms for me like crazy. She's a beautiful whitish Cattleya with pink blush. She's phenomenal. I love her, and she always blooms for me. She doesn't skip a beat. But that is this shelf here, and that is the last of my large Cattleya collection, which, like you've seen, there was only probably 5-6 plants, maybe tops, that were really larger Cattleyas. So, but the next week we will go over the baskets and stuff hanging back there. Rick was curious about those, so we will do that. We'll do the baskets next week. But so it won't really be large Cattleyas, but it'll be what's in the baskets. So that is it for this week. This week's large Cattleya collection continued for Rick L. And I really appreciate you guys. If you could give me a thumbs up, if you could share. Also, if you could give me a super thanks, I would really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your support on my channel. And if you, like I said, if you can't, that is fine. And if you can watch my my commercials, just let them roll through. I get paid because you let it roll through, and that helps me out tremendously. You guys have no idea. So I really appreciate it. I do. I appreciate each and every one of you single, beautiful, wonderful people for helping me, you know, boost this channel up and make it what it is, what it has become in the last couple years. So with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, beautiful, wonderful people for stopping by and hanging out with me. And bye for now, y'all, till we meet again.